So check this out, guys. I'm building the A-arms right now. Here's the A-arm jig. It all comes apart, but when I put the new tubes in, I just make sure it's flush against this square tube, and I'm notching it with the JD squared. So basically, I'm gonna build the front 4 A-arms because all 4 are the same. Both my bottom ones and then my 2 top ones are all the same. And then I need to cut this, and the hinge joint will slide into here, and then 2 bushings will slide into here, and the sleeve, and then the bolts. Yep, that's basically a simple setup, and then there's 1 tube that goes right there. Okay, so here's the JD squared notcher. There's a few bolts in the back that unscrew, and you can go up to 50 degrees of a notch angle. This is just a cheap $20 Harbor Freight drill, corded drill. It notches pretty fast for what it's worth. Simple as that, having a cheap clamp from Home Depot. I'll show you guys how it works. So first, line it up. Cut about halfway, a little bit less than halfway of the tube. Tighten it down and notch. Simple as that. Quick and easy. So right now I'm going to tack together the first A-arm. Before I had an idea of 2 short pieces in the sleeve through, and then slide out the sleeve once it's welded together, but that's going to be a really big pain. So what I'm doing is putting 1 solid piece, and I'm actually just going to use a chop saw and cut it off there and there, and I'll have the 2 little pieces, and then the bar will be right here, and then right about here will be where the shock mount is. I'll show you guys what I mean after I get this tacked together. Okay, so for now I got a few little beads in here, all squared up and nice. I'll show you guys what I mean when I'm going to cut those 2 right there. Here's like a little sleeve. This sleeve actually fits inside of this tube, and then inside of this sleeve goes a bung for the hinge joints. And it's grinding down so there's a nice V for a weld. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to slide this in up to about here, drill a hole through both sides of this tube all the way through, and then slide this in, and I'll actually weld that hole, and it's going to weld this piece, and this piece in there, and then I'll weld around that V for a nice good weld there, and it'll make sure it's nice and strong, and then I'll make sure this is level and everything before I weld it in. But other than that, simple as that. I'll be back in a second. I'll show you guys what I mean about those 2 corners. Alright, so basically that's the cutoff piece there, and I know they're straight because I cut off, I welded it first and then cut out those pieces, so I know I'm straight. And there's the hole I was talking about that I drilled, and then I spot welded it in and made sure it's all level, and same on this side. And now I got a big V right there that I can fill in with a nice weld, and it'll hold together. And basically this is the A-arm. It's about 26 inches in length, maybe 25. Nice and a simple setup here. So it's actually going to be right about there. So here's basically the frame. Gonna finish up some more tomorrow. Tomorrow's Labor Day weekend, so full free day of welding and more fun on this dune buggy. Okay, so for now I tacked together the A-arm setup over here. The 3-inch pieces are between the bushings are inside the sleeve, and then the bolt, and then the pieces I got laser cut, and then I had to cut them right there and right there, and so I slid it from the bottom, and then I'm going to weld this all back when it's all ready to be welded. High joint is tacked over there. And then you need the top A-arm. There's that hub setup I showed you guys in the first video. What I'm actually thinking of doing is, I was originally planning on making this rear-wheel drive, but since I have these CV cups right here, I could put another exact same differential like I'm putting in the back and put an alternator up here. So differential and the alternator will run off that diff. That was just a quick idea that I had last night. Maybe, you know, because the motorcycle engine doesn't have an alternator, so it could run off that power, like my floodlights that are going to go at the top of this rail. It's just an idea for now. So it's turning out super awesome. I'm really excited.